Woo woo woo! Guys, welcome back to my channel, guys, and thank you for viewing the other videos. And guys, if this first time you're watching me, this is the Skillsman 784. Most of my time I do carpentry work, but now I'm doing electrical work. Replacing an old water heater. As you can see, I already took off the old one because it was leaking and it was shocking. So I got this new one. So right now I'm putting on some plumber's tape. Everyone can do this, guys. It just means some of us we are afraid of electricity. But once you turn off the switch, which I already did, I did it off camera. The switches off, the wires out. You will see at the ending that I connect back the switch. So right now I'm just making sure the pipe is clean, free of any corrosion, because some does be corroded. Now you have to take your time and make sure the thread fit properly, because you don't want to cross thread this unit. So make sure you give it a couple turns lightly, and when you feel it all there, then you give it some pressure to turn it. But at the beginning, make sure you try to do it freehand, like do it lightly so that you won't damage the thread. But once you get it correct, then you can apply some force. And you don't want to over tighten it, just make sure it is tight. So now I have the wires. You will have blue, which is the neutral. You will have white, which is the phase, and you have green, which is the earth. Sometimes I forget the color code because this is a different color code. All countries have different color codes, so it is very easy as well. You can just check the manual. It is behind of the paper that come off of the water heater. You will see different information, and just look for the electrical. Neutral is blue, phase is the white, and earth. As you can see now, I have the neutral wires connecting with the screw connector, and then this is the phase wire. This phase wire is from the switch connected to the white of the water heater. Give it some turn until you think it's tight. You won't over tighten it, because it will go until it cannot go no more. Sometimes it break off, yes, but that is if the wire is too thin, it will break. But these are strong wires. And now remaining is the ground wire. You also connect the ground wire to the ground. That is as important of the other. All of them have an important role to play, especially ground in this water heater system. You don't want to get shocked. So now I'm using my electrical tape. You can use any color you want. This is not going to do with the color code. This is just for some extra protection. Sometimes the connector may get slack. Sometimes they hardly get slack, but sometimes they may get slack. So you might just put some tape around it to prevent it from moving. Just a double protection. You have this screw connector and you have tape. So if you notice when I disconnect it again, that's because I forgot to put on the protection over the wires. It came with the package. It's a protection that goes over the wires up to the heater to protect from getting damaged from the water being exposed directly on the pipe. If it's an old water heater, you have don't have this protection, you can just use tape and cover the wires. But this is a better way. Someone might give you a water heater, but it don't come with its protection. You can just tape up the wires completely. So right now I'm just fitting back the connectors inside of the trunking, making sure it is well neat, because I didn't install this water heater but it is best to put a box so that the connection can be properly secure, because sometimes you can have trouble putting on the trunking cover, or the trunking cover will not properly fit because the the connectors may be too big. So when it's doing an installation, I use the box. So right now you see I'm just taking off the switch cover. The switch is off. I use my finger tester, and the wires were already out. If you notice, it is very easy. Yes, so it already connected off camera, and once you're already up, you want to set your heater, then put on your water. Test with your hand to see if it's heating.